Yeah, good evening. Let us talk about that carbon sin, how to save from the carbon sin. Everybody talk very high about the AA and all the startups think that without AA nothing can be done. Or whatever they are doing, that AA, they wanted to see somewhere that AA is influencing. But you are only seeing the positive side of the AA, but there are some negative side. Human capital or human resources should be retained without thinking of AI. AI can be replaced where the human resource cannot be utilized. That way, AI is good. If we think that the AI chatbot and all the things can be done by the AI, what is the creativity we are going to bring in? Email letters also can be typed by an AI assistant. Then what we are going to do? So we have a human intelligence which should not be lost. Our younger generation should not lose this capacity. So AI should be there, and we have to see where that AI can be introduced, and we have to see the pros and cons of the AI if you implement in that. We are only see on the positive note of the AI. What about the negative side of this, which Mr. Mark Cuban was recently said in a statement where he was telling that the carbon emission, what we are talking about is reducing the carbon emission, and we are talking about the Kyoto Protocol and the net zero. What happened when we are talking about the net zero and we don't have much years to meet the net zero? We are increasing the AA, means we are also putting up the data center, which is 120 homes. 1 year electric consumption is actually used by the data centers. This is what actually the statement what Mr. Mark Cuban was saying. I was surprised to see that when we are fighting to see the carbon emission reductions and save from the carbons in a love of Mother Earth, how this can happen like that. So AA should be used, and AA is very good, everything is good, but not to see that everything AA can replace with what we are doing it now. We are already know that the successful company like Google or Microsoft or Dell Computers or Amazon, or they started with AA? No, they are not started with AA. Are they not successful? This mentality the startup founders should change, and they have to think their own startup, and they can think that without AA also the startup can run. And VC capital also is there. Without AA also people will come. Don't think that everywhere AA is necessary. These two facts everybody should understand and see that the AI should be utilized in proper manner, and where you feel that the human cannot do it, where the AI can do it. Even though AI can do it, we have to think 100 times whether there should not be any negative side of it, which I don't want to talk about it, which you can even able to see and search on the Google about its negative side of the AI, then you yourself can realize it. So whatever way, wherever way the AI has to be used and incorporated for your work, please use AI, no doubt about it. But the human capital should not be that. Human capital should not be reduced because of the AI, because AI is only a short-term game, because we have to see the future. There are a lot of things where AI can do it, and let the AI take place of that, but the human capital what we are using today should be used, and that human capital should retain by yourself. Otherwise, getting the human capital today is very difficult. Most of the people resigning and layoff are getting into the job, not on the job. They all become startup founders. Then where is the people to drive your business? So please see that the human capital should be retained, and AI should be used in the place where you feel that it can be used there. This is only a suggestion what I feel and whatever I wanted to, as a passionate of the love Mother Earth and save from carbon sin. It is our advice that yes, AI should be there, and it should be, we have to respect the sustainability. We are working towards the carbon net zero. All these are there. We should understand, and we have to work for that. That is what we have all to do. Thank you for listening this information.